In a classroom, kids with ADHD often can't sit still. They tap their feet, play with their pencils, or walk around the room. Teachers may think they're being disruptive, but the truth is their brain struggles with self-control and regulation. Even if they want to focus, the ADHD brain is constantly searching for stimulation. This makes long lessons, sitting in rows, or waiting their turn extremely challenging. Understanding this can shift the way we support them. It's not about discipline, it's about giving them tools to succeed in that environment. The ADHD brain is wired differently, and this difference affects how children experience daily school life. Many people believe ADHD is about a lack of attention, but that is not accurate. The reality is that attention in ADHD is inconsistent. Kids may hyper-focus on things they enjoy, like a favorite video game, but struggle to focus on classroom lectures or assignments that feel boring. This inconsistency is frustrating both for the student and for the teacher. While a child may want to pay attention, their brain is constantly drawn toward anything new, exciting, or stimulating. This is why movement, play, and interactive activities can be so engaging for them. Think about a typical school day. Students are expected to sit quietly at their desks, follow instructions, and complete their work within specific time frames. For children with ADHD, these expectations can feel like climbing a mountain. Sitting still feels impossible. Holding back the urge to speak when a thought pops into their head is exhausting. Even focusing on the teacher's words can feel like a losing battle because every sound, sight, or thought in the room competes for their attention. These struggles are not signs of laziness or disrespect, but symptoms of how their brain processes information. When teachers misunderstand these behaviors, they may respond with discipline. The child is told to sit down, stop talking, or pay attention. While this is meant to redirect them, it often leads to feelings of shame and discouragement. A child with ADHD may begin to believe they are a bad student or that they are incapable of success. Over time, this can hurt their self-esteem and motivation. This is why it is so important for teachers and parents to understand the root cause of these behaviors. By shifting from punishment to support, adults can create a more positive and effective learning environment. Science has shown us that dopamine, a chemical in the brain that affects motivation and focus, works differently in children with ADHD. When dopamine levels are low, it becomes very hard to stay focused on repetitive or uninteresting tasks. This explains why activities that are hands-on, creative, or exciting often capture their attention. Sports, art, or experiments in science class can feel natural and engaging. Traditional long lectures, however, can be overwhelming and ineffective. Recognizing this helps us see that the problem is not the child, but the mismatch between the child's brain and the structure of the classroom. So what can schools do to help? One important strategy is to break lessons into smaller chunks. Instead of asking students to sit still for 40 minutes, lessons can be divided into shorter segments with quick activities in between. Movement breaks are another simple but powerful tool. Allowing students to stretch, walk, or even stand while working can give them the stimulation they need without disrupting the class. Some schools use flexible seating options like standing desks, wobble chairs, or beanbags, which let students release energy while still focusing on learning. Visual aids also make a huge difference. Children with ADHD often struggle to remember multi-step instructions given verbally. If a teacher says, "Take out your book, turn to page 42, and complete the first 5 problems," the child might only remember the first part. Writing instructions on the board or providing a checklist can help them stay on track. These small adjustments reduce stress and give the child the chance to succeed without constant reminders. Parents also play a critical role. Communication between parents and teachers is essential to support children with ADHD. Parents can reinforce strategies used at school and provide consistency at home. They can also help teachers understand their child's specific triggers and strengths. This teamwork creates a stronger safety net for the child and ensures they don't fall behind or feel misunderstood. Equally important is focusing on strengths. Kids with ADHD are often incredibly creative, curious, and energetic. When teachers and parents highlight these strengths instead of focusing only on weaknesses, children feel more confident. A student who struggles with math worksheets might shine during group discussions or art projects. By celebrating these strengths, we remind the child that they are more than their struggles. Social relationships are another area that needs attention. Children with ADHD are sometimes excluded or teased by peers who don't understand their behavior. Teaching classmates about neurodiversity and explaining that brains work in different ways helps create empathy and acceptance. A supportive classroom culture reduces bullying and gives children with ADHD a sense of belonging. Technology can also be an ally. Tools like speech-to-text software, audiobooks, or apps that break assignments into small steps provide extra support. These tools help level the playing field, allowing children with ADHD to show what they know without being held back by their challenges. At the heart of all these strategies is compassion. When teachers see ADHD behaviors not as defiance, but as a sign of a child struggling, they can respond with patience and creativity. This changes the classroom dynamic completely. Instead of frustration and punishment, there is understanding and encouragement. For children with ADHD, this difference can transform their school experience. It is important to remember that progress will not happen overnight. There will be good days and bad days. But with the right tools, consistent support, and a belief in their potential, kids with ADHD can thrive academically and socially. Classrooms can become places where they feel capable and valued instead of ashamed and defeated. Every child deserves the chance to succeed in school. Kids with ADHD are no exception. By understanding their unique challenges and giving them the right tools, we can help them unlock their strengths and build the confidence they need for the future. With patience, creativity, and compassion, these children can turn their energy and curiosity into powerful assets that benefit not only themselves, but the entire classroom community. Every classroom holds the potential for greatness when we see beyond behavior and focus on the child within. Kids with ADHD are not broken or lazy. With understanding and the right support, they can thrive and show the world their unique brilliance.